So you're welcome to second section where we'll be focusing on problem analysis. You need to understand that the foundation for a successful enterprise is your ability to solve problems. The difference between the poor man and the rich man is the rich man sees opportunity in every problem, and the poor man sees problem in every opportunity. So that's the difference. So why the rich man sees opportunity in every problem, the poor man sees problem in every opportunity. Look at Africa, for instance. There's the problem of electricity, power. Then you see people coming from developed nations to solve that problem. Although Africa is poor, yet these people take resources from Africa because they are maximizing our problem to be rich. So when you solve problem, you become rich. You create wealth by solving problem. Problem analysis is key. That is why problem analysis is about opportunity discovery through the active process of listening, questioning, and researching for the purpose of discovering the primary, secondary, and tertiary needs of a person or a society. You need to be ready to carry out the problem. So every time you see a problem in anywhere you go, in any location, just see it as opportunity. This is an opportunity discovery platform for me where I should carry on an active process of listening. You've got to listen to people's pain. What are the pain and points of people? You've got to ask questions. The questions will enable you to deal with the issue of process and developing a minimum valuable product. You ask, and then you talk about real research. You go into deep questioning. You carry out to be sure that you are building a business that is data driven. I remember in one of our training we talked about avoid presumption. You need to build data driven enterprise. So you carry out a research for the purpose of discovering the primary, secondary, and tertiary need. There's a difference between the primary need. For instance, you go to a location, you find that they need water. That's just the primary. You know that they need water. But that is not enough for you to just step out and begin to develop solution and move to the second analysis of product. You've got to find out why is there no water? What kind of water do these people need? Because even in every society, there are segments of people, and you're going to understand that when it comes to marketing. So you need to understand what the people need is a primary problem analysis. Why they need it and how they need it is a tertiary. That will enable you to develop a minimum valuable product. Most people just jump the gun by just knowing they need water. For instance, you go to a particular region, you're going to discover that there are different kind of water. Some people want sachet water in Nigeria. Some people want bottled water. Some people want distilled water. There are different kind of water. So just hearing that people need water, or people have need for shoes, is not enough. You've got to go further to the secondary need by understanding the demography and the psychography of the particular environment where that problem is discovered. The demography takes you to the secondary need, and the psychography takes you to the tertiary need. The demography talks about the makeup of the people, and the society, the given region, and then the psychography tells you about the bias, the behavioral pattern of the people, why they do what they do. So the major need introduces you to an opportunity. The secondary need deals with the demography, your understanding of the demography where this need exists, and the tertiary need deals with the psychography, the bias, and the reason why this need exists. And that you need to understand not just the demography, but you need to understand the psychography of a given problem. That will enable you move to the third analysis. I want you to take time to understand this, because without a good understanding of the problem, understanding the pain of the people, we call it the pain and the comfort of the people. Some people don't really have pain, but they want comfort. So it's either the P and C, the pain or comfort of the people, that connects you to a given person or a given society. And your ability to carry out a good problem analysis is key. So a good entrepreneur don't just complain. They ask questions. What is the need of the people? Once the need is established, they move to the second phase, the makeup of the demography, and they move to the third phase, the tertiary need, which is the psychography. And I'll tell you, one of the things that have limited most entrepreneurs, they stop with the demography. You've got to understand that the way everybody needs food, but the Muslim will not eat pig. So you've got to know the kind of food a Muslim needs. In understanding this trading will enable you to develop a minimum valuable product. Because people just stop at the first, we need water, and they didn't take time to understand the demography. A demography gives you the depth of demand of that need. So even if people need water, it's not enough for you to set up a water factory if the people there lack the capacity to pay for the water. Except you want to set up a charity organization. It's not enough to set up a shoe factory because you want to sell shoe if the people there, the average income can't afford that. So you've got to understand the demography, and then the psychography takes you to the tertiary needs. These are the balance of problem analysis. I've seen even in most business schools, most people have missed it by just staying with the primary need of the people without analyzing the three-dimensional need analysis of primary, secondary, and tertiary need. That is how you analyze the problem in a given environment. For those of you that may want to know more details about this, feel free to call us. For the fact that you are attending this training, you have paid for this training, you are now part of the Ambassador Entrepreneurs Club, where you are mentored for life. And we believe you grow someday to become mentors to other people. So I want to thank you for going through this process. We would like to hear from you. When we return, we'll be going to the second analysis.